Good morning. I'm J. Lenora Bressler, and welcome to the December 6th, 2018 edition of the Bible Delight in the Details, as we continue to look at some of the prophecies of the coming of Christ in the Bible during the Advent season. We were talking about why Bethlehem, and we were speaking about that, well, for one thing, it was associated with the culmination of the 12 tribes of Israel, being the location of the tomb of Rachel after she had given birth to the last of the tribe founders, Benjamin. We had talked about that Bethlehem had been associated with King David, and that the prophecies had shown that the Messiah would come from King David. This was the birthplace and hometown of David. Also, we talked about that during the siege of Bethlehem, the Philistines were in Bethlehem, and David had asked for, or had not asked, but had been talking about the sweetness of the water of Bethlehem, and some of his mighty men at great sacrifice had gone and gotten him water through enemy territory, and he knew that he was not worthy for that water and sacrificed it back to God. What an appropriate place, therefore, for the Messiah, who would be known as the living water, to come from. But today I want to talk about something that makes Bethlehem very appropriate, and it's actually coming to us from an extra biblical source, and that is from the Jewish historian Josephus, who was a contemporary of Christ and who wrote extensively about the history of the Jews. It is he who tells us that the shepherds of Bethlehem, these would be the ones, of course, to whom God's angels appeared on that night to tell them that the Messiah had been born. The Bethlehem shepherds were actually tending the temple flocks. There were sheep that were particularly bred to be sacrificed in the temple. You may remember that there was a morning and an evening sacrifice at 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock, and that these had to be perfect lambs without blemish. And so if you've ever wondered why was it that the angels came not to shepherds all over Israel, but only to the Bethlehem shepherds, it is literally because God was telling them that soon they would be out of a job, because God was sending the perfect Lamb, the Lamb of God, Jesus Christ himself, to be sacrificed once and for all. And then those innocent little blemish-free lambs would no longer be needed, because the ultimate sacrifice would be given once and for all. I'll tell you, I learned this many years ago, and it just opened my eyes to understand the significance of the angels speaking not to all shepherds, but to the shepherds of Bethlehem. No wonder they left their flocks and went immediately to see this Messiah that was going to literally put them out of business. But I don't think they were upset at all. I think they were very, very pleased that this was occurring. I'm J. Lenora Bressler. Visit me tomorrow on the next edition of the Bible Delight in the Details. Have a great day.